Hey, Matt, it's good to meet you. Welcome to South Florida. I was looking on your social media and I saw you picked up a white sports car that looked really sweet. Can you tell me, is it a Lamborghini? And also, more importantly, I was thinking about driving a fast sports car and how that might feel in comparison to like when you're carrying the ball and you see daylight. So if you can touch on those two things.
Yeah, I got a Lamborghini not too long ago, and I like going fast. I run fast. I just like doing everything fast. So, I always wanted one, and God blessed me to be able to get one. So, yeah, that's that.
Cam Wolf.
Hey, Matt, welcome to Miami. When you first got first got traded to Miami, I guess draft weekend, what were your conversations like with Flo about maybe what they expect from you here, and what are your own personal expectations?
They were just very happy to be able to get me. They have been watching me in my past couple of years, and they were excited in what I'd be able to do in this offense and fit the scheme well. My running and my route running ability, and they just said, they're going to get me in here. And I told them, I said, hey, whatever role you guys want me to do, I don't care. I'm going to do it to the best of my ability. And that was the talks that we had.
Go to Omar.
Matt, in terms of what you've been able to accomplish so far early in your career, do you feel like you're underappreciated, or do you still have that chip on your shoulder?
I'm always going to have that chip on my shoulder. I mean, I came in the league undrafted. That's always going to be with me no matter where I go or what I do. That's just my mentality. I mean, ever since I was a little kid, I always had a chip on my shoulder. So that's never going to change. However people view me, that's how they view me. I just control what I can control, and that's how good I play in the field.
We'll go to Ruthie.
Hi, Matt. Good to meet you. Curious about just kind of the vibe and the energy that you guys are feeling now that you're all in the building together. You've had a couple of days of practice on the field. What's it like this year?
It kind of reminds me of my San Fran locker room a little bit. The way the guys are mingling around. Guys are, just happy to be back in the building with energy. Everyone's communicating with each other. Everyone's trying to get to know each other. And it kind of reminds me of San Fran when I was at my first year. So we're on the right track, as far as chemistry is going.
Steve Wine.
Hi, Matt. What was your reaction when you learned that the Dolphins' leading rusher last year was a 37-year-old quarterback?
At first, I thought it wasn't true. Actually, me and Fitz talked about that the other day. He was hoping that he was going to be the leading rusher this year again. But, it's just one of those things where, a bunch of things happen during the season that you can't control. And, I feel like that happened last year with the Dolphins. I know it happened when I was in San Fran with injuries and stuff. And, you just got to make the best of, what guys you have out there on the field and what you can do.
Beasley.
I actually had a two-pronged question if I could. One, I want to get your reaction when you had heard you'd been traded. That probably was a bit of a shock to you, or maybe it wasn't. And number two, have there been any discussions with the Dolphins about being here long-term?
When I first got traded, I woke up in the morning. It was on draft day. And, it was a bit of shock to me because I know the Niners were, doing everything in their power to try to bring everyone back for another year. Just the way things worked out, obviously with them, the cap space, But, I'm happy that I'm here. Being glad that I'm able to play back in my home state for a great organization. And then, as far as, expectations and stuff, we're just, going to take it one game at a time.
We'll go to Travis.
Hey, Matt, welcome in. I wanted to talk about you clocking the fastest time in the NFL each of the last 2 years, but also there being more to averaging 5 yards per carry than just speed. I was curious to get your opinion on what elements of your game might be overlooked because of that speed.
I don't really think about that too much, what elements of my game are overlooked. I always think about what I can get better at, and I'm just trying to be all-around complete running back in this game, prove to everyone, that I can be an every down back. And, like I said, I'm always going to have that chip on my shoulder. So every year, I'm always going to keep grinding and keep trying to get better.
We'll go to Armando.
Hi, Matt. So during that talk with Fitzpatrick, did you kind of tell him to rest easy, that he's not going to be the the leading rusher this year, that it's going to be somebody like, say, you?
Man, I just told him that, hey, you can still run fit. So, hey, y'all, you have to give me a run for my money this year. Even though he's been playing for a long time, Fitz is a great quarterback. He's a great guy. And, we've got a great group of running backs this year. So I'm looking forward to all of us getting out there and, just picking up the running game this year.
Go to Hal.
Matt, can you settle a debate for us? Who's the fastest guy in the NFL? Where do you rank?
Oh, man, you guys know the answer to this question. You guys see the next gen stats. You know what I mean? For the past 2 years, you guys, I always, get to this question. And, until someone, beats my time, beats me out in that same year, then, I'm still the fastest guy.
We'll go to Cam.
Hey, Matt, I wanted to ask you, obviously, you and Jordan are probably going to be, pairing off each other in a duo scheme. How much do you know about his game, and maybe how can you guys feed off of each other with different skill sets?
Yeah, I've been watching Jordan, since his rookie year. He actually came in the year before I did. He runs the ball very well at what he does. He also, good out of the backfield too. So, I think he's going to do a great job in the offense this year. But not only that, but we have, Myles Gaskin, Patrick, we got Kalen, and they're all great running backs. So, I don't want anyone to overlook those guys too because, we got a great group of backs. And I think we're going to shock a lot of people this year.
Alan.
Hey, Matt, welcome to Miami. Wanted to quickly go back to the fastest player title. I want to ask you how much of a source of pride it is for you, and also how much chirping have you gotten from your new teammates about them being able to beat you, say somebody like Hakeem Grant?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's great, great honor to be, known as, one of the fast guys in the league. And, just coming in as undrafted, it's pretty cool because it shows that, no matter where you came from, you can still be one of the top guys in the NFL. And, me and Jakeem haven't really talked about it too much, but, Kalen got on me yesterday. He wants to race in 100 meter and stuff. So, I might have to race him. But, I think me and Jakeem will eventually race, but we haven't talked about that yet.
Joe Shad.
Well, Matt, one of the things I know you can do really well is catch the football. And I was thinking about Chan Gailey. I don't know if you knew this. When he was the coach of the Bills or the coordinator or whatever, they had a guy named CJ Steeler. And he was dynamic. He could run it and he could catch it, make big plays as a receiver. Has Chan brought up any of the backs he's had or showed, have you looked at any video? Tell me about, the receiving side of things.
Oh, yeah, we watch old film. I had a lot of, old place where he was before. And, a lot of the backs were definitely, getting out of the backfield or lining up at wide receiver. So, I don't want to give away anything, for this year. But, I know he's got big plans for, all the running backs and how he's going to use us. So, like I said before, whatever he wants us to do, we're going to do to the best of our ability.
One more question. We'll go to Omar.
Now, there's the next gen stats are cool and everything, but that's with the ball in the hand. So how important do you think that element of being the fastest player in the league is, considering it is an actual play as opposed to you just lining up and racing somebody?
I mean, it's football. I think you play football with football with an actual football and shoulder pads on. So I mean, I'm more than welcome to race anyone without shoulder pads. It'll be easier for me. But we play football with all the equipment on. So I want to see a lot of guys that can run that fast with football in their hand and full equipment.